How's it? Today is Monday, November 15th, and I'm sort of taking a step back as far as like high intensity lifting goes. If you recall, last week was my big PR double or snatch plus hang snatch at 100. I've never done a set of two from any position for the snatch ever. So doing that last week was huge. I also actually ended up doing 5 total reps, which is like a volume PR technically. But taking a step back from all of those things just so that I can sort of peak a little bit for the end of a year, just to see where I'm at, test my numbers. I know I'm a lot stronger than I was last year. My numbers don't necessarily indicate that right now, so we're gonna give we're gonna give me just a little bit of time to get there. And so Steve was saying if I do a 5% increase every week from now to the end of the year, that should be take me to like the week before New Year's, something like that. And that's basically where I'm starting at. So if I'm 80 here, then 5% up next week would be 85. It's important for me to note that these are percentages, and it just so happens that my percentage for the snatch ends up being exactly the number that the percentage states, because my snatch is 100. Like, that's the most I've done recently in recent memory. So a little bit undershooting, because I know that I am capable of lifting much more than 100. It's just I haven't been able to put anything together in the last, I don't know, 8 months, something like that, right? So today was just snatch plus hang snatch double at 80. And I think these are super easy. It's a super lightweight. This is a weight that I feel pretty confident power snatching. So I'm just trying to focus on getting the best quality of movement here by getting complete extension and then getting under the bar as quickly as possible. I've been talking about this for a while because this is the biggest thing for me. Like, I know I can do it. It's just I don't do it every single opportunity that happens. That was a pretty good one there. I think that once I'm able to master this timing difference, then I think a lot of things will start to fall into place. Because again, I am plenty strong to snatch at least 105, hopefully 110. Like you'll see later in this workout, like snatch, push, press plus overhead squat, 110 is not really challenging. And then like I know I can do a solid snatch pull with 110. So kind of figuring out how everything gets put together is the challenge, right? After that small complex, I moved into these banded snatch deadlifts. Not a big fan of these, not because they're difficult, but because they're very hard to set up and they feel very awkward. So once I get to my weight here at 100, I basically don't leave the platform until I'm done with all my sets, just because it's such a pain in the ass to move the rubber band around. So I basically just stand there until I'm ready to go again. You see that literally the same spot. Like as far as the video to video, like my feet don't move. These are similar to the regular snatch deadlift in that I am just focusing on keeping my chest over the bar. And then I'm trying my best to not let my hips shoot up from the bottom, but you can see there it happened. It's not great. Yeah, not too much to say about these. I just did a ton of these today. This is super light. I don't think this band weighs too much. Like if anything, it's like maximum 20 pounds. If I really don't think it's 20 pounds, but we can say that it's about, at the most, the highest stretch, about 20 pounds. So so it's only like 240 at the top, and I've done snatch deadlifts for triples with a lot heavier weight than that. So Yeah, here are those snatch push presses that I alluded to earlier. Just one triple, or sorry, 3+1. So snatch push press plus overhead squat, and work up to a heavy set. Last week I was doing snatch balances, I believe at 120. So Steve wanted me to change it up just a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what I prefer. I think that snatch balances are more fun. I don't know which I'm better at. I think if I'm not tired, I think I like the snatch push press a little bit better because it feels like I'm more in control and it feels like I know what I'm doing. Here's my top set here. Just a little bit on my heels here. But the pushing is no issue. Like I can get the requisite height on the bar quite easily. So I'm like, overall I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, overhead squat is no problem either. So I moved into some weighted pull-ups. Last week I actually did 65 for 2 sets of 10 and then like one smaller set. So today I lowered the weight rather than doing 65 again. I lowered the weight to make sure that I could do 3 sets of 10. It's hard, but you know I still did it. And finished off with some GHD sit-ups. Today was pretty simple. I'm starting at 80%, so don't expect a lot of misses at all. That's it for today, though. Thank you for watching. Shoots.